Good evening, folks, and welcome in the ring. Happy to have each and every one of you with us. There was a town hall meeting over the weekend, folks, between Linden Township and the wider region, Region 10. Some interesting information came out of that meeting. Very, very interesting meeting. The Mohameds, they were in Essequibo over the weekend, folks. They visited Lima Sand over the weekend and also Dartmouth Village. Lots of action on that front. How are you folks doing? Good to have all of you on the live tonight. Welcome in the ring. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The PvP frantic fan out. Fan out. They're telling us after Jagdeo saw the Mohammed on the move over the weekend, he told his ministers, look busy. Look busy, folks. That's the word on the ground. You got to look busy. Yeah. You don't got to be doing nothing real and truly. Just look busy. Rena Mark, Sherry DeRida, Orvin Don, Sandra Delano. Good to have you, Sister Mercy. Rena Marks. Good to have all of you on the live tonight. How y'all doing? Folks, big things go down over the weekend. Big things. Big things. Welcome and ring to each and every one of you. Tis this season, folks. Tis this season. Well, so let me tell you, tis this season. I'm telling you, tis this season. I told you there was a big meeting over the weekend, a town hall, virtual town hall out of the Linden Town Council and also the Regional Democratic Council Region 10. Lots was said. And while they were discussing their discussions over the weekend, we were looking at the board shaping up. I mean, Glenn Lal still out there. Mohamed's still out there. Hasn't said anything yet. But a lot of speculation building. That's the board. Who's coming on? Who's going off? That's the board, folks. That's the board. I saw Sabona Brooms in New York over the weekend, meeting with Rickford Burke, meeting with Melissa Atwell over the weekend. Lots happening. Why is Dr. Mark Franz so quiet in Anuk? Yep. Well, you know, Dr. David Hines, he's out there every day making the arguments. Then we got Vigilant for New Guyana. Yep. They're putting out some press statements over the weekend, folks, and I haven't heard too much out of the People's Movement. Yep. They launched too, running for president, Pastor Bishop Nigel London. Irfan Ali, Jagdeo he's not too sure as yet. He's not 100% as yet, but they're almost there, but he's going to be presidential candidate. And of course, folks, the PNCR and AFC, we got to pick up the pace a little bit, folks. We got to pick up the pace a little bit. This is season. This is season. Did tell you, folks. I did tell you there was a virtual town hall over the weekend. Good to have all of you on the live tonight. Kirk and Gail and Dolly, Gwyneth, Marlon. Good to have you, Kelly, Renetta. All of you. Welcome. Good to have all of you on the live. You know, it's government and easy. That is why I am so happy. They're getting handed to them. Anybody else but them. That's how I feel. Anybody else but them. But I hope the rest of us, everything that's not PP's opposition, comes on the big tent. I have a dream, folks, that one day, I got a dream. Big town hall over the weekend, folks. Lots of stuff happening. Let's begin there. To show you how them boy wicked. They talk, but they care about Linden. They talk, but they love Linden. But in the art, folks, they really love Linden. They love the idea of loving Linden. But they really love Linden. The opener, folks, the regional chairman tells us how much money to give for MASH. My God. Brace yourself. Brace it over. How much money to give for MASH to Linden? Brace it over. Take a look.
Region 10 allocation for 2025 MASH money was 714,000. A float, I am certain that was on display by the Ministry of Health or so, has to be about $6 million. So, besides the float, we had to water down this float, the administration, because they keep saying we don't have the money, our budget wasn't increased, we received the same 12 million that we received in 2024. And so the float, our float, I'm thinking it was just about 1.8 million something. And you know, when the costume people got when the service provider got the money to design the float, Sherrod, he got the 50% payment the day before MASH in Georgetown. not a week before, not 2 weeks before, not at the beginning of January, the guy that designed the float for Region 10 got 50% down payment of his money. The day before, the 23rd, the 22nd, he's got his money. Or the Friday, I think it was. Late Friday afternoon. And so, we received just over $2 million from the private sector. So far, based on the information coming from the departments and the committee, a commitment has been made from one agency for $1 million. We haven't even received that as yet. Our intention, from what I gather from the committee, is that they intend to allocate those funds to support the Kokwani Mash. All right? But there was a lot of confusion, and persons who had no knowledge of what was occurring sought to malign the character of the elected officials in this region and went into character assassination, insulting the mayor, insulting the regional chairman with no proof, with no evidence.
That's your opinion, folks. Them boys don't want no evidence. Where's the evidence? What's the evidence? I saw Wilmer Grant say, oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know? The phrase is, oh my guy. It's not little Dubai, it's oh my guy. Oh my guy. That's it. That's it. And when you think it end there, it didn't end there, you know. It didn't end there, folks. It's Monday, right? The good book says, when you think it's the end, it's not the end, it's the beginning of sorrows. It is the beginning of sorrows. It's not the end. You think it end there? So they gave a little tips to Mash in Linden. That's like when you bust the 15-year-old and you throw something for the fallen comrades. A little something. There's a little something for Linden. It didn't end there. Because Linden asked some fellows, oh, you all want to get plenty of money. You all want to help the birthplace of Mashimani. You all ready for carnival. If you don't want to give money, at least get kind. If you don't want to get cash, yes, sir. Have a song there. At least give it in kind. Give it in kind. You think them boys hear that? Them boys ain't hear nothing. Yes, folks, you cannot understand the depths of depravity, of wickedness that these folks are capable of. London is a major township, and you give them how much? For matrimony? Wickedness. Wickedness. And as I said, Lyndon said, if you can get cash, at least. If you can get a Granger, at least. We can take kind. You think them boys care? You think them boys care? You think them boys care? Take a listen to what the regional chairman for it said on that, on the floats, and they're calling the floats. How many talk about float, Bake? You talk about floats.
We wrote central government in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, saying to them that despite we recognizing that Region 10 was the first to initiate the MASH, we would like, and you're preaching one Guyana, if you end up with 30 floats on the 23rd, can you send 15 to Linden and send 15 to Berbice? Because this will, of course, support your narrative of one Guyana. And so we wrote the Ministry of Culture, indicating this position since last year, September, saying to them that we would like to bring to your attention that, you know, all of the national activity, all of the activities usually occur in Georgetown and other places. Well, I saw this year they brought the soccer finals to Linden. But why in the same vein couldn't the floats, some of the floats, come to Region 10? In fact, the float that depicted the Linden-Suzac Highway went to Berbice. And this is how ridiculous it got.
Yeah, so everything went Berbice. Everything went with it. I didn't like the float anyhow. With Linden Suicide Highway. I didn't like it for Linden. It was something about the quality. I didn't like it at all for Linden. So I'm kind of happy it didn't went. You know, we are folks of very high standards and Epicurean taste. Very, very much so. If you guys say that are wicked, bingo. Bingo. Since I'm bingo, PNCR got a bingo, folks, on the 23rd. You see them prices there? You better take a screenshot. You better take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Bingo! It's going down, folks, on the 23rd. Look at them prices. Look them prices. Coverall game, this, that, 200,000, 1 million. Don't let pass you by, you know. Folks, in these times, in these hard guava season, you better take it where you get it. If you ain't got a ticket, you get a chance. You see? I got a friend pass with me now. Until we crash his party. Right? I carry my bowl and a bag. In this trying hard guava season. In this trying hard guava season, folks. I want to recommend this bingo. You gotta buy my tickets. PNCR big fundraising bingo. It goes down on the 23rd. Make sure you have your tickets. Guys, I didn't warn you. Make sure you got your tickets. Good? Make sure you got your tickets. That being said, folks, I want to touch on some and some other things. There's a lot happening, folks. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I did tell you the depths of the depravity of this installed regime. Folks, I may have missed it. I may have missed it, but I know if I miss it, Mortimer Ballers, he can pick it up. I know if I miss it, Janet got it. Wernella got it. Huh? I know if I miss it, Chanel Fash, she's in everything. Chanel Smith Daniel, she's in everything. I know if I miss it, Chanel got it. And if Chanel misses Donna Miller, Spirit Clean, she's pick up things. She got it. But I may have missed it. Now we had some wounded firemen. Right? I can't tell you all that read every single thing. I may have missed it. Janet Godfrey, Sabrina Doris. But I know y'all quick. Colleen. I know y'all quick. Sandra Hanover. You see? Chanel confession her sins one to the other. She say fast bad. She say fast bad. Let's ring the bell one time with Chanel. She confess her sins. Go and sin more. Or go and sin and more. Marlon Thomas. Thank you for that contribution there, Marlon. Colin Solomon, Hazel Chase, I see you. I may have missed it. But I know you always pick up things quick. Lester, when did we have wounded firemen from the Maeve School fire? Much more, we saw one transition over the weekend. And his family had some things to say about this administration and the Georgian Public Hospital Corporation. You know, history going to be unkind to the PPP. History going to be more unkind to the PPP. I tried with the Georgian Public Hospital Corporation because I know they got one or two good people there. But history going to be very, very unkind to the PPP. Very, very unkind. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to our wounded servicemen. First and foremost, to the family of the bereaved. First and foremost, my thoughts, our thoughts, go out to them. You know, to have lost a loving young man. Oh God, I fed up with them. I've fed up with them. Our thoughts and prayers to this young man's family. History can be unkind to people. I didn't know. Yeah, I certainly all know. The hospital, by the way, says it's investigating his death because, as I said to you, the family said a couple of things and you know, it wasn't too nice. Every time you think GPH, she turning a corner. It's not so. So our thoughts with him, Fireman Vishon Mambo, our thoughts with him. But we learned we had two others as well. This is one Ian Burnett and Dwayne Waldron. And also Fireman Judah Morrison. So it's three others who were so injured as well. Why was this a state secret? Our thoughts with for a speedy recovery to Ian Burnett and Dwayne Waldron and Judah Morrison. Folks, we're going down in this country, man. Like we are not a pilot. Brothers and sisters, we being led or are we on autopilot? I can't seem to know. They seem to be distracted. Well, I see scatteration with them today. Who named beasts? Then on the naming in Essequibo and some other villages, oh, they found out. Look busy, look busy. I saw that is cabinet secrets over the weekend. Jagdeo to the ministers, look busy. And so then the opposition guy out, you looking 10. Look busy, man, look busy, look busy. So everybody's scattered today. History gonna be unkind to them. Thoughts and prayers for speedy recovery, folks. To our servicemen. To our servicemen. And as we on fires. As we on fires. You know. As we on fires. My Lord. Them boys it easy, you know. The question is being asked. How many schools gonna burn down? How many more? We counted close to 10. If not more. Since 2020. That's the question being asked. How many more schools got burned down before Priya is sent back in? Before we fire Priya, how many schools got to go on fire? How many schools? I see Priya opening smart classroom like it's nothing. I see Priya opening smart classrooms like it's nothing. Huh? Look how many schools we showed you. And this list is not exhaustive, brothers and sisters. This list is not exhaustive. Dolly, Sheena, Martha, Karen, and Edward. North Renville Multilateral School, Northwest Secondary School, St. George's, Christchurch. Of course, Mardia was the dorm. Maze. It's about 15 or 16 easy. How many more schools got to burn before we say Priya? Oh, Priya. You might be good at something. You might be good at something, Priya. But see the school business? You might be good at something. How many more? Huh? How many more? There's a fire nation, you know. There's a fire nation we got here. Fire nation, talking about fires. I had a small fire at GECOM today. Is it paper trail? They're trying to take care of it, you know. Yeah, I might understand really me. I'll see it. Is it paper trail? Closet and them destroy before the next administration come in, you know. Folks, I'm telling you all, in this political season, we can see all kinds of things. We're going to see diverse things. Diverse and diverse. You will see all kinds of things. In these last days before the elections. You know it's a paper trail traffic coming up. You know it's clearing, think trying to clear the tracks. This was a small fire, GECOM. Folks, I don't trust these people. I know if I surprise you there. Right? I know to say it in a good way. I don't trust them. That's why I don't trust them. Fires and more fires. They said that early Monday, a minor fire broke out, right, at GECOM. They didn't believe that, what's the fellow name? Mingo fell ill, and they want us to believe that GECOM just had a small fire. Folks, in politics, there are no coincidences. There's none. A man left the compound with a servant in a car. You see? People are breaking in offices at GECOM during the election, and they want us to believe you just had a little fire at GECOM, a couple of people get burned. I want inventory, top to bottom. I want an inventory, top to bottom, of all that was lost. I want a COI, as a matter of fact. I call it for COI, as a matter of fact. Don't take it lightly. Folks, don't take it. This is fire season. This is a fire season. You all remember mainstream housing was on home stretch? You all remember that? Oh, you all too young in this business. It was election time when housing on home stretch went up in flames, and then they saw the yard there that nothing else would grow. Nothing else would be established. Right when they get help and shelter in home stretch. Right when they get the office for the National Sports Commission, I think. Something to do with sports on home stretch. Housing was right there. Y'all remember that? Y'all too young in this business. Was an election. This is fire season. You know, you get hurricane season, this season, snow, winter, autumn, and spring, and so on. Fire season. I want to see why for this fire here at GECOM. I ain't taking things lightly. I'm not taking things lightly at all. Them boys in Israel, them boys desperate. No, you see the fan out today. Them boys desperate. Desperate. Folks, talking about fires. Talking about fires. That's one we can show you here now. Brace it over. Brace talking about fires. Talking about fires. Right? Hold on. I ain't talking about the fires. Hold on. Y'all think this country easy, no? Well, it is not. It is not easy. This country is not easy. It's not easy. I hope we mightn't too sharp with the firefighting, but I hope we're not chinksing on the Guyana Defense Force. You might be recapitalizing the Guyana Fire Service as you should. But I hope where our territorial integrity is concerned, y'all are sharp on that front, because former finance minister was very unkind to them recently. Very unkind to them. Take a look.
The Guyana Defense Force is in dire straits at this time when Venezuela is ramping up its hostility. Former Finance Minister Winston Jordan said that the government should consider improving the resources of the GDF. It has already destroyed the Guyana National Service. Jordan said that at present the government is mismanaging the limited resources of the army.
Flying people from West Demerara to Ayengano, flying them from Ayengano to Skeldon, and so on. And we got two new helicopters, one of which went down.
He said that the government has no right to talk about money. It has lots of it.
A cut in corruption by 5%. A reorientation of the budget could create enough money to, one, boost the morale of the army in terms of financial benefits. Two, improve the quality of rations in the army. And three, improve and expand the assets, the physical assets of the army.
Jordan said that at present the government is building a new headquarters for the army. He queried whether this is more important than shoring up the frontier.
Is that more important than building up assets in other areas in for example, in Region 8? Is that more important than buying artillery and so on? Use of radar. I don't know that we have a radar, any radar outside of, I don't know, and I perhaps don't want to know, but I don't know that we have a radar outside the one at Timeri.
He also queried whether the patrol boat being built in France and the other in Louisiana are enough. Guyana has been borrowing a lot. Suriname borrowed for its maritime defense, according to Jordan.
When Suriname, they had much of a money. They were able to borrow money and acquired significant maritime assets to such an extent that they were able to chase out the CGX rig out of our own waters. Of course, today, today they don't have that might anymore.
There have been incursions by marauding gangs of Venezuelans, and Guyana has a parliamentary committee on foreign affairs.
But can you imagine the parliamentary select committee on the foreign affairs, as I said last week, meeting a mere 3 times in 4.5, nearly 5 years? A mere 3 times? Can you imagine? But it's symptomatic of the contempt with which the government views the opposition.
Yep. You know the whole thing top to bottom. Top to bottom. So I said to you, there's a fire GECOM today, as we're on GECOM, folks, as we're on GECOM. The leader of the opposition is very confident. We get a clean voters list. We got to keep pressing, folks, on all fronts. Don't let's give up. Let us be supportive and keep pressing on all fronts. As we're on GECOM. See this fighting here? No coincidences, no, not in politics. Don't come around with funny. Take a look.
The opposition is still agitating for a clean voters list and biometrics for the general and regional elections constitutionally due by November 2nd, 2025. The opposition has been picketing the Guyana Elections Commission every week. Opposition leader Aubrey North maintains that the integrity of the elections will be compromised unless there's a clean voters list on biometrics.
Some things are leading in the direction that we can get at least biometrics. I've said if the government is being factual, that they have registered, including taking pictures, preparing a database. If what they're saying is true, then clearly we can get biometrics and a clean voters list.
He said that to go into elections without a clean voters list is a recipe for problems. He said that that is a call the PPP has to make.
We have been working with the international community. We continue to work with them. We welcome the fact that the European Union has already here in Guyana people to see what is happening. I did make the point to the European Union and others that you cannot come into Guyana a month or two before the elections and understand what is happening in Guyana.
He said that the European Union has agreed to come much earlier. Meanwhile, Norton is confident that biometrics could be implemented.
What gives me a sense of confidence is achievable because countries have done it in a shorter time. And to that extent, the question of it being achievable is off the table.
He said that the government is dilly-dallying to ensure that there is no time to implement biometrics. He hopes that good sense will prevail and that at the minimum, biometrics will be implemented.
I think the government knows that it is weak. The government knows that its approach to governance has acted negatively against them. I think the government is aware, notwithstanding the polls they are trying to put out, that they are nowhere close to winning, much less the landslide that people like Jagdeo are talking about. Well, one of the reasons that we weren't going to do the claim objection is that it can't be used to clean the list. That's the first. And the second reason, if this continues, the population will be greater than the voters list, will be higher than the estimated population. And I think we'll score another first. We'll be the first country in the world to have more people on our voters list than people that exist in the country.
Yep. Folks, that matching. that matching, folks. And while we're on that, you had a fire today at GUYSUCO terminal. Lord of mercy. What happened in this country? Father, help we. Protect your people, John. You think this country is easy? Huh? More people on the voters list than a population. The Matsen. The Matsen. Fires. Left, right, and fires. GECOM fire. Maize fire. This fire. That. The Matsen. That's 5 GUYSUCO terminal, folks. They said some rice. Sacks were destroyed. Why I know it's steal thief, not the rice, you know. Things tight in this country. People seizing opportunities and they get it. Open the jail come for y'all and start complaining, people like y'all. It's steal thief, not the rice, you know. You ever see a rice special out there? We went through some of the commentary from Sabbath News this morning. People talking about how the cost of living hitting them. Rice always features. A sack of Caribbean rice was this price. Under the coalition, is this price now? People can't take it, you know. So people seeing some opportunities and it's steal thief, not the rice, you know. And some of the rice burn up. It's steal thief, not the rice. So this fire apparently broke out on Saturday night at GUYSUCO terminal. See, just before you cook bacon Sunday, Ramp Road, East Rhine Belt. GUYSUCO, this is going to be West Rhine Belt. The people don't even know the geography in this place now. West Rhine Belt. Right? Destroying approximately, listen to this. Listen to this, man. Tell me if you hear about this fire of this magnitude. Right? A pint of rice is nothing for burn up. A pint of rice in a bag. That's not much to burn up. But listen to this. They're estimating 1 ton. I ain't talking about the Chinese soup. 1 ton. I'm talking about the rice. They're telling us 1 ton of rice. It's thief, not the rice, you know. It's thief, and not the rice. 1 ton of rice sacks. 1 ton of rice sacks. Somebody noticed the flame and managed to extinguish the flame, and water hose and 2 sacks slip in the river and this and that, and Robeson was there and this body was there, come by to see what's happening, and you know the whole thing tapped about. You know, thief, not the rice. Rice fetches some price in the market. My God. Now if people see you going home, then people left you to go, you know, is your rice the robbing you? Is your rice the robbing you? Go on and fetch price. Like rice. It's thief, not the rice. And that's why, you know. Just in case you didn't know. Folks, smash that emoji button for us. Please and thank. It's so much happening. We don't know where to go and where to start. I tell y'all, prayer out there like nothing happening. Opening a smart classroom. They believe because you put a TV on the wall and you point it, that's a smart classroom. That's what they believe, and that's somehow going to boost CSEC rates across the country. I thought everything was going nice in 5 years. I didn't think it had a booster. I think everything was just naturally boosted. Putting a TV on a wall and pointing it and pictures floating by is not online learning. It's not smart classroom. There's much more that goes into it. But we don't have the program time to go into all of that. So that happened today, folks. And of course, this is the season of cutting ribbons and launching programs. It's election. Look busy, look busy. Look busy. And the real issues that confronting people, they want to look at like gold. Saw the lines for change over the weekend, asking for a full investigation into coal. We want accountability over the doing with gold. Gold is like the new Tupui. This project, this initiative, is like the new Tupui. Full investigation. Full. They say they got contacts with Staffordshire University. The university said, depart from me. I never knew you. I never knew y'all. Pray quiet on that. Right? If I can't believe them on Gold Smart Classroom, I can believe y'all. If you're Pakuin, are people doing those courses, sitting those exams? I am packing the kids now with Smart Classroom. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Full accountability. Full. Not half. Full. Folks, nothing in this country is secret anymore. Y'all know the fraud in the sign-up thing for you go the country. You know the fraud in the immigration forms now. Jesus mercy. Oh. Guys, and easy. Them people just launched the system. The people fraud in the system. We just launched this thing the other day. I was so happy. This was a bugbear. We needed to come in the 21st century. Quick. So now Chelly Jagan International Airport. Oh, Chelly must be doing some things in the grave these days. The airport has issued, the longest building, ugliest airport in the world, has issued a warning about an unauthorized website. Listen to this. Charging passengers for completing the online immigration form. CGIS is a scam. CGIS is a scam. The whole government is a scam and fraud. Just like the gold program. Scam and fraudulency. Nothing is sacred anymore. Nothing in this country. Nothing. So this is a scam. They have emphasized that the official immigration form is entirely free, and you should not and only should be accessed through the legitimate website, and that's a gov.gy website, or via the QR codes displayed throughout the airport terminal. I think they should add the last part there, because they're not scammers, you know. They would go and put up the QR codes at the airport. They would go and put up the QR codes by the airport. Folks, nothing in this country is sacred. This last week, they launched a program. Somebody done a website up, charging a fee. My God, I should say, Odin Guyana, Spurley, Shamila, Donna. There's no country on earth like Guyana. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. No country on earth. Huh? Y'all boys say Mohammed wouldn't stand up. Mohammed is this and that. Bucket loads. Bucket loads. Oh, my father. But y'all boy hot and bothered. My God. Folks, panic. Folks, fright. Folks, scaredness. Scarednessism. Let me sound right. Scarednessism. My panic. Find out. Look busy. Be looking thin. Mayday. Ship the range and Paul Drive, we have a problem. Mayday. We going down. Brace for impact. You is a jagabat. You is a thief. Folks, PP looking thin. PPP looking thin. Real thin. Last week, Norton said, y'all don't come around me funny. Jagdeo got a lot of questions to answer. Right? We talking, but he pointing at Ashrudin with one finger. He got 9 pointing back at he. He wicked. That's what the man said. He wicked. So Jagdeo them on investigation. It's not Ashrudin alone. Jagdeo them too. They must have known. If all of these things they're claiming is true. Oh, sanctions. They have to be on the radar as well. Take a look at somebody said last week.
Nobody chose to ask Jagdeo if it is true that you are financed by the PPP. They allow him to talk about filling a whole bucket of what he puts out of his mouth, rather than asking him the critical question as it relates to the Mohameds. And look, I listened to the U.S. ambassador. She doesn't have to say everything, but you can read between the lines. The fact that they took so long to give information, I believe that the government is also part of the problem, and that all the information cannot be released as yet because it will put the government on guard that they are also under investigation. How is it that all that they're claiming that has happened with the Mohameds could have happened without their knowledge? And Jagdeo's attempt to say that he barely meet the man, etc., just like Nsu was the landlord, but he barely know he and couldn't find him. Jagdeo is a pathological liar.
Quintessential Aubrey Compton Norton. Quintessential pathological liar. Not know the whole thing, top to bottom. Top to bottom. Folks, I shame for people over the weekend. I say shame. You have a shame for your enemy? I shame for them over the weekend. Out here looking thin. All the collarbone showing how they looking thin. I shame for them over the weekend. When I see where they come to, folks, these people can be defeated, you know. These people are not invincible. Far from it. I turned the thought. I saw them in Region 2 over the weekend begging. Oh, you remember if I do for y'all? Oh, no matter the sanctions, man. Oh, don't make me look bad. Y'all vote back for me now. Oh, I shame so till. Huh? Yeah, you ever have to turn back and pity your own enemy? I got to strengthen up a little bit more. I got to get a little more. I shame for them. Shame. I say shame. Shame for them. Shame. Looking thin. Begging. I never seen in all my 2 years of political life. I know I know some of y'all is longer than me. In all my 2 years of political life, I never seen nothing like this. People are loud hailer. I think that's what my wife them said this. A loud hailer begging, oh, y'all make me look bad. Vote back for me now. Oh. Folks, y'all tell me if y'all ever say anything like this. I shame for them. I ain't lying. Lord for lying. You know we do it. I shame. Right? And you want to tell the Mohameds, oh, yeah, pull back a little bit. Sorry for them. Oh, pull back a little bit. Pull back. Don't unleash everything now. Left back a little bit. That's how I shame for them. Hear them boys in Region 2 begging over the weekend. What's trouble now?
Just to remind you, all of you people, that Mr. Mohammed has been sanctioned by the US. You have to be extremely careful of what our connection is. Yes, I know you are very thankful to the President and the Vice President of this country for the tremendous support they have been giving to you, the people of this region and Guyana as a whole. Yes, all of you, we know you are behind the PPP. Yes. One Guyana PPP. All the way. All the way. Development will continue.
Just to remind you, the Mohammeds have been sanctioned by the United States. When you have abandoned DPI, your chief propaganda mouthpiece, when you've abandoned Guyana Daily News, your chief propaganda mouthpiece, the second one, DPI, you've abandoned the Chronicle, you've abandoned NCN, and you got to know in the streets like a hustler with a loud hailer. Let me remind you, all and sundry, you passing by, you with the dog over there with the sheep with the cow, he's sanctioned. You all ever say anything like this? People of this great country, is what we come to the week. What have we come to? Listen to Jesus and Mars. I felt something in somebody's chest. God damn it. If we could only come together, folks, don't let these boys snatch victory from us, you know. If we could only put aside who gonna lead this thing, who gonna make who top to bottom. I care about winning. Who with me tonight? If we could only pull this thing there right there. It is right there for the taking. This is what panic looks like. This is what bucket loads look like when you abandon DPI, Daily News, NCN, Chronicle, the room with the news. When you abandon all of that and you're in the street like a mendicant, these people got state power, you know. These people clothed in the Constitution. Among a loud hailer, panicking out there. Let me remind y'all, he sanctioned, you know. Jesus mercy. I have never seen this thing in my life. Enid, Mandy, Oswin, this thing is right there for the taking. Right there. That is what panic looks like.
Just to remind you, all of you people, that Mr. Mohammed has been sanctioned by the US. You have to be extremely careful of what our connection is. Yes, I know you are very thankful to the President and the Vice President of this country for the tremendous support they have been giving to you, the people of this region and Guyana as a whole. Yes, all of you, we know you are behind the PPP. Yes. One Guyana PPP. All the way. All the way. Development will continue.
Them is a people of contradictions. The man say no, y'all there with we. So why you gotta go through all of them? why you gotta do it? That is so painful to watch. And then they try to stop, folks. They try to stop Mohameds over the weekend from from going to Lima Sands. This is the level of the desperation. Folks, everything that's not PPP is opposition. I just want you to know that. Everything that is not PPP is opposition. Because if you're not for them, you're against them. That's how they view it. It's only some of y'all think, oh, I can be independent. I can be an independent MP, an independent and a businessman of independence. If you're not for them, you're against them. That's how they see it. So the people who are in Essequibo, as is a democratic right, anybody, VLC, Nigel and Sonia moving around, is your democratic right, especially in a season like this. Not them in Kunja. Not them in Kunja. They're trying to block the people. In our own country, they ain't trying to block Maduro. They ain't trying to block the Venezuelans. They ain't trying to block the Surinamese. Everybody coming here and getting more than we. And it's really trying to block in our own country. Tenants in our own country, they want mere prophecy come to pass.
Yeah, but don't because people apply for land. I have been stupid about here. So we have to join the PPP this because I don't know this stupid about but fire move, man, move!
You shall never do what you do. Yeah, because of what person not care it over here.
You are a jagabat. My favorite line, folks. You are a jagabat. You are a thief. You are a jagabat. You are a thief. You are a jagabat. You are a thief. Yeah. They're trying to prevent the man from going to meet with the people of Lima Sands. Can you believe that? In your own country. In your own country. And then with all of that today, scatteration out there. Robeson Ben sent up Home Affairs Minister to Essequibo to calm down the people. Right? All is not lost. All is not lost. And you saw the PPP MP, Ms. Kunja, abusing up the members of the public. You saw the PPP representative and heard her say, Marky, y'all lazy, you don't get no land. Because people are going out just to listen to somebody else who is not the PPP. And Marky, y'all. That's not like Gunrad Shimi. You remember that? Ashman's building? Mark the face. Mark the face. No land for y'all. Y'all lazy. So Robeson run up today. What was he begging for me? We saw last week Jagdeo barring up. Who sanctioned? I ain't frightened. Hold me back, Ashley. Hold me shut. Hold me back. I ain't frightened. And then to hear the man call Shell, the man called Nazir Mohammed and said, oh, beggars shouldn't stop going out the man. Eh? What we got to do for y'all? Try the license back, done. You're going to fly under the radar, done. The other things, done. Quarry and so on. Oh, stop this thing, the man. Huh? I know you play marbles with Chedi. I respect you. You play marbles with Chedi. I respect you. Begging. Folks, aye. Begging. Huh? We ain't taking no prisoners. No retreat, no surrender. You're a jagabat. You're a thief. No retreat. No surrender. Pressure must bust pipe. Pressure must make PVP water flow uphill. Pressure must bust pipe. No retreat. No surrender. Why you begging, Jagdeo? Why you begging? Why now? Why all this thing but GRA? Why all this thing but rape? Why now? Huh? All lions. The African proverb says, all lions sense in their end are at the fiercest. So they send out the foot soldiers today, they send ropes in. Right? You send ropes in, that's the footmen to the front. You send them out. I told you all within 2 weeks. I give 2 weeks as the furthest end. Jagdeo in Esquibo. He got pull it back, he got at least attempt to. And he believes if he talk to them, everybody gonna fall back in line. We gotta make them suffer. We gotta make them feel pain at talking politically in this season. Right? In this season, folks, the art of politics, I learned many years ago. It's about giving blows and receiving blows. Have you got to get them licks in this political season? Take no prisoners. Why are you begging now? Jagdeo, why are you begging?
They want to victimize me because I'm just listening to the people. This is the problem, just listening to the people. That is the problem, nothing else. Same sanction man they calling. The same one that's sitting in a press conference for 2-3 hours can call my father. What really going on? Let us stop posting, let's stop meeting with people. Serious. Yeah. The same sanction man they calling. Begging that I mustn't meet people. But this is a pillar of my religion to assist persons. And we have been doing this for the past 40 years, my father doing this. He mentioned $300 million we help. You could take out $300 million and help people. We help in the excess of billions of dollars amongst tens of thousands of Guyanese. So there's not something we're doing for the past 2 years or 3 years. We have been doing this for 40 years now. And not everything you see post there, not everything you see if we post, today we make a post, we hand over a house. We make hand over 20 houses without even posting it. Every day I help persons, every single day. Why now? Why now with the taxes? The vehicles went through GRA process. We pay the taxes, they release it, they register it. It's driving 4 years something now. Why now?
Therefore influence people.
Yep, why now indeed? Why now indeed? Since yesterday we know government ministers have found out to Essequibo, to Bobis. They're busy. Looking busy. Look busy, look busy, look busy. We're going to leave it there, folks. We're going to leave it there tonight. That's your time. Good, folks. Thanks for being here with us. And that's our program. Good to have had so many of you on the live tonight. We're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. Thanks for joining us. Gregory and Astil and Michael Reed, Gwyneth, good to see you. Joy, Oswin. We love this political time. It's not a boring thing. Action every day, every weekend. We firing on all 6, all 8. Why now, Robert? Yolanda, Glenford, Edward, Pinky, Commissioner Cole, Marlon Thomas. Why no? Why? Huh? You begging? Have a great evening, folks. That's the time, and that's the program. Stay safe until our next.